But I will say you're hitting on something really important, which is the soft corruption of the system. There is an anti-startup bias. There is a very strong pro-incumbency bias, right? And so a lot of folks are celebrating the arrival of BlackRock. Why? Because BlackRock, I mean, go look at Jay Powell's calendar. Larry Fink can get time with Jay Powell. Could I get time with Jay Powell? No. I asked for it, never got it. Okay. So there is a soft corruption and a very strong incumbency bias that is not legal, by the way. And that's part of the reason why some of the startups who are challenging here, including Coinbase challenging the SEC, are challenging the old order. It's not legal that it's done this way. But let me tell you what I think would be very, very, very interesting is that if a spot ETF is approved, typically ETFs allow redemption in cash and redemption in the underlying, but it's typically the issuer that has the option to decide whether to redeem for the underlying. That's not the right of the ETF holder. I think the real game changer isn't the ETF, which I've said publicly is a double-edged sword because of all the, rehypothecation games that ETF market managers can play. Here would be the real game changer, an ETF that gave the option to the ETF owner to settle in the underlying Bitcoin. Take that option away from the ETF issuer and give it to the owner or give it to both of them, right? Now, the ETF becomes the wrapper through which, if that happens, the market, that would allow customers to buy Bitcoin through the ETF structure, but keep the discipline on the ETF manager that at all times, they damn well better keep enough Bitcoin in that custody pool to redeem one for one at all times. And they cannot play rehypothecation games where they're issuing more claims to Bitcoin, in other words, more ETF units in this case than they have real Bitcoin in custody. If there were a real ability for the owner to redeem for actual Bitcoin, that would be the game changer. And so I think that I would love to see that. And frankly, would love for Custodia to be part of that. To be clear, we're not approved for Bitcoin custody yet. We're waiting for final regulatory approval, but knock on wood, we will be soon.